Yo, guys, today we're going to be doing a mock draft of the 2021 draft. This is my first one. I usually do a couple of first round mock drafts, and then I end up doing individual teams. I always start off with my first full mock draft of round one, and then I start doing individual teams, like I said. So let's get right into this one. First pick, I think it's obvious, Trevor Lawrence. Everyone talks about how it could be, Justin Fields with Urban Meyer and the Ohio State connection. Justin Fields never played with Urban Meyer, so I don't think that really relates to the two. Number two, I think this is obviously going to be a quarterback. I think it could be Fields or Wilson in a toss-up type of way, or they could go Penny Sewell. I think the nature of this team, they obviously have been in the Deshaun Watson rumors, but I ultimately do think it would be Zach Wilson. Third, I think this is obvious as well. Go receiver, bring weapons in for Tua. Fourth, pick the Atlanta Falcons. Once again, quarterback help. If they do decide to move on from Matt Ryan, that would obviously be their number one position of need would be quarterback. If, like I said, if they do decide to move on, so Justin Fields. Tackle. This would be Penei Sewell. They drafted a receiver, or not a receiver. They drafted an offensive lineman in the first round 2 years ago. Didn't play his rookie year, and so hopefully Jonah Williams will transition to that right tackle, or maybe they'll move on from him, or move Penei Sewell around on the offensive line. Who knows? Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, this could be either a corner or a receiver. I think it would be more of a receiver if they want to fix Carson Wentz or add weapons for Jalen Hurts. So for that reason, Jalen Waddle is the best receiver available on the board, in my opinion. Number seven, the Detroit Lions just traded for Jared Goff, making this deal. So at this point, it's all about building up that defense, in my opinion. Obviously, that offensive line is pretty bad. Um, and the best player on the board, in my opinion, is Kyle Pitts. You really don't need a tight end because you drafted T.J. Hockenson. So that could be a thing to go corner as well. Um, but in my opinion, just trying to think basically best off, you could go position of need. Um, Devontae Smith could be an option if they're not going to bring back Kenny Galladay. I think that is just the best option for them. Right? And then you have the Carolina Panthers. There's not many quarterbacks left on the board other than Trey Lance. This would be a chance to go take Micah Parsons, but obviously his character issues. So this is where you add weapons. And for a team like that, with a lot of talent going to be in the second round still for quarterback, might as well go up. And then for the Broncos, got to go Caleb Farley just to prove that secondary. Caleb Farley is probably the better corner in the draft. And then you have the Cowboys, who need corner help, and Surtain still on the board. Giants, you could go Trey Lance here. You could also go Rashawn Slater, who I think that's what they should do. Do what you want with Andrew Thomas. You can rebuild out that offensive line, but obviously they're not going to do that. So then edge rusher would be just fine. You could also go receiver there, but in my opinion, there is no receiver to go. 12th pick, 49ers, Trey Lance. 13th, offensive line for the Chargers, Vikings. This is interesting. Rebuild that offensive line. You they don't need necessarily need anything on the offense other than line. They have their franchise quarterback, they have their franchise running back, the receiving core is stacked, um, and their defense does need some work. But like I said, Micah Parsons is going to fall, in my opinion. So that is your title. 15, the Patriots. Scroll down. Is it worth taking Mac Jones here? In my eyes, it is. Cardinals. Micah Parsons is here. This once again, this is a perfect opportunity to take that. Also, they need secondary help, obviously. Um, as I'm trying to think here, I think edge rusher out of Texas, Joseph Asai, never been able to pronounce his name, is the best option. The Raiders. Do they take Parsons here? They've obviously been in that mix of taking questionable players and reaching. Damon Arnett, Cleon Farrell. Do they take and reach on Parsons? Um, in my eyes, as a Notre Dame fan, I think I think that's the best draft pick to make. Um, Owusu Kormoa. That's the best. That's just the best overall player to take. Dolphins. So that receiver, do they go running back? They very well should in my eyes. Could they go maybe, interior of that line? Um, who knows? I don't think they should move off of two. They shouldn't take a quarterback at all. So Travis Etienne, easy. The Redskins or the football team. Sorry. There's once again not a lot of quarterbacks available. If we do, actually let's go by position. Let's actually look. Oh shoot. Let's look at the quarterbacks here and just the top ones available. None of these guys are worth a first round pick. So you're going to go that offensive line. The Bears, once again, there's no quarterback worth available taking there. And I think this is where Micah Parsons falls. Or Micah Parsons falls in my eyes. You know, he's best available. Why not? Colts. I think they're going to find another way to get a quarterback instead of the draft. J.C. Horn. Improve that secondary. Titans. They do need pass rush help. They also need some weapons receiving end. And where's Rondale Moore? I think that is the perfect fit for him. Where is Rondale Moore? There he is. Perfect fit for that team. They need help. And then you have the Jets. They could go receiver here. I really don't know much of Rashad Bateman. Um, the only really receiver I'm really high on are the top guys. You know what I mean? The Devontae Smiths, the Jamar Chases, Rondale Moore. I really like, um, but they need weapons. Um, Steelers. This is obvious. Jaguars. Ooh. Mm, they need edge help. Pair up someone with Josh Allen. Make a dominant pass. Saxonville again. Then Cleveland. Um, they need secondary help. They also just need defensive help in general. And Jalen Phillips, I think, would be fine to fill that hole. The Ravens. Mm, let's go linebacker in that first round. The Saints. This is a chance where you would take a quarterback, but there's not really anything available just up there in general. We'll go secondary help there. Really don't know too much on Asante Samuel. So, and then for the first time, the Packers will go with the receiver, Bills. Joe Morig out of that secondary. Huge fan of Trayvon. And then, Bucks. And the Chiefs, draft another speedy receiver. Alrighty. Wasn't the most entertaining draft, I'm sorry. It's the first one of the year. The next one will obviously be better. I will go and we'll do a little bit more research for the next one. So like I said, the next one will just be so much better. You go ahead and dislike it if you want. Like I said, it's not the most entertaining, but I do thank you guys for watching.